He's sharpening an axe on a wheel that's not spinning. Someone maybe should tell him. That's all I'm saying. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are here with another reaction to One Piece, the Netflix live action remake. We're on season 2, episode 6, which is called Nami Dearest. So in the last episode, we wrapped up the whole Little Forest Island arc. We saw some great growth from Usopp. He pushed through his fears and showed that he can be someone to rely on when everything becomes clutch. We took out a couple Baroque Works agents, and now we are headed to the next island with a lot of dinosaur meat in tow. But we see that shortly after we set sail, Nami seems like she's fallen ill. She passed out on the deck, and I do vaguely remember this from the anime, so I know that's about to kick off a very fun arc as we figure out what's going on with Nami. So ready to jump into the episode. Just before I do, a reminder to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
I believe you have a history with one of them, Princess Vivi of Alabasta.
These costumes.
Oh, I came to speak to the man in charge, not some secretary.
Slap him, please.
Unfortunately, Mr. Zero is otherwise occupied.
Yeah, you'll deal with her.
Insult. You disrespect my king.
A king currently
No, that
exiled
outfit's
from his-
disrespectful.
I have been very generous with my financial contributions to Baroque Works. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Is that not what you're enjoying?
I want what I'm owed.
Sire, your blood pressure.
Yeah, maybe it's from that table of food you're eating.
He feels a king would make a valuable ally.
Watch it be a Jack in the Box.
Token of gratitude for your financial contributions.
Oh, you're about to get powered. Great. So Baroque Works just be picking devil fruit like
Or
it's
is everything?
any other day?
What power does this one hold?
Indeed.
Well, it's the fun, isn't it?
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you gonna get. Did you ever think maybe it's bad for your blood pressure? Is he quite all right?
Sanji? What?
He seems like he'd be the nursing type.
I ran out of chicken stock, but it turns out the dinosaur is a very versatile ingredient.
I'm not hungry.
At least hydrate.
I've been trying, but
Sanji, I'm fine. I just passed out at dinner last night. I must have been more tired than I thought.
Nope, judging by the lack of color in your lips, it's a little more than that.
Nami, that was 4 days ago.
You sick, girl.
It's probably just heat stroke.
Come again?
But it's okay. Because we're getting you help.
I would believe that if there were tears in your eyes.
Thank you for worrying about me.
Girl.
I always worry about you.
He low-key, high-key in love with you. Of course he worried about you. Oh, they made it to Canada. Making our way to Eskimo. Okay, Zoro. Just aura
Could be warmer.
farming in a freaking blizzard. Okay.
You know, everybody else has got a shirt on.
Right, and a coat. Meanwhile, you trying to turn your nipples into weapons. Calm down.
Nami doesn't have that kind of time.
We have to try. You want to get home as soon as possible, don't you?
You got ice chips in the water. Couldn't that help with cooling her down?
Which is why we're going to stop at the first island we find and get Nami help. Then we make to Alabasta.
Not gonna get there very fast if your navigator is dead, so.
That is the fastest way.
Agreed. But I appreciate that Luffy did not just assume that their needs went above their promise. Says a lot about him.
It's time to go after the Straw Hats.
They could be anywhere by now.
This again. Do we
Graceful.
need to get you a cane?
Damn.
Not just any pirates. These ones were made by skilled swordsmen.
It wasn't Zoro.
Straw Hats.
How many Marines did you see them kill when they were on your island, sir?
Why would the Straw Hats go out of their way to attack
That
the
part.
Commonwealth
Thank you
post?
for using your brain, ma'am. Island.
Luffy, we found an island!
Drum Kingdom.
Do you recognize this place?
I mean, this is her house, kind
Lucky
of.
for us, it's a nation renowned throughout the Grand Line for its medical expertise.
Well, that's great. There'll be tons of doctors there then, no?
Will there?
monsters?
Yeah.
But there is some history. The politics between Drum and Alabasta.
I was about to say politics.
It means someone on the island hates Vivi's guts.
Do you want to tell us who?
Their king,
Oh,
Wapple.
thankfully, no one important. 10 years ago, he couldn't possibly still be holding on to beef with a kid.
And where are the warlords of this sea?
A vampire?
And why we give those criminals free rein if they aren't around to protect us?
Maybe so you don't roll your R's.
An important check to the power balance of the sea.
So Uncle Sam's here?
Question the efficacy of the warlords. Perhaps they should run for chairman and put it on the docket.
And learn what the word efficacy means, because I know some of y'all don't know what it is.
His numbers are modest now. His revolutionary army grows more every day.
Vive la revolution!
Danger. The danger that he...
Really, bro? You know your jaw has an echo, right?
And should any of my subjects become ungrateful for my generosity, then I can always take my gifts away.
There was a time when one could hear the people's laughter in your kingdom.
Well, someone's into old tales.
Drum once had a king who listened to his people.
Oh,
I am king.
A king is but a man, and a crown is just a hat. It is the kingdom
ridiculous hat.
that endures.
I am the
Period.
kingdom!
That's the dude from Heroes, right?
And I'd sooner hear wisdom from one of your sandpit's giant ducks than listen to another second of your prattling on.
Oh. Hey, bro, you're still with us in spirit. Something tells me she did a little something sneaky to him, and he deserved it. Still with us? In rough shape, though.
Here comes the heat.
The reflexes, though.
Stepping up to the mound, it's Miss Thurston.
Sup? Decent day of the week. So she's got the power of ricochet? Batter up.
Not everyone's ready for the majors.
Enough baseball jokes.
Are they jokes or are they puns? I'm surprised you don't have a smoke pun. I'm sure it's coming. I feel like your power requires way too much wind up. Yeah. Damn, Miss Thursday! Unimpressed.
Hit the bench.
Didn't you just say? Looks welcoming. Warm.
Getting you help. Just stay with us.
Who's gonna Oh,
What the hell was that?
never mind.
Leave this country alone, you lying pirates! We need a doctor!
They don't lie.
You assholes!
Oh, cussing from Luffy. If there is anything that gets my man Sanji into action, it's a girl being in danger.
If we cannot enter your village, please spare us a doctor out here. Our friend is gravely ill.
Gravely. Humilita. You are asking for their help.
I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Humility. And remember, not every pirate's got your nice reputation. Zoro's like, I ain't kneeling. He's like, it ain't happening.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound.
All of you, come with me.
Now, if we'd started with that approach.
Please forgive Maria. We've all been on edge.
Sorry, Dalton.
Don't apologize. They came in with a little bit of attitude.
The villagers here aren't soldiers,
But she's got a good shot.
prone to itchy trigger fingers.
I mean, it was a warning shot. She did a good job. She didn't hit anything vital.
A pirate named Blackbeard laid siege to our village. When his Jolly Roger showed up on the horizon, The country was left defenseless.
Jolly Roger, hey?
You're saying Walpole's forces had no chance against Blackbeard's crew?
I'm saying the king and his soldiers didn't even try.
That part.
Once Walpole saw Blackbeard's power,
He dipped.
How could he do that to his people?
Turn it down.
Walpole took all the doctors with him,
Great, so we wasted our time for nothing.
except one.
And let him finish.
The witch.
Why is she
You said
witch?
Witch?
She's taking over Drum Castle at the top of the mountain.
I absolutely love how my boy Usopp's always like, wait a minute, that feels like danger. My black spidey senses are tingling, and I'm not sure I like it.
Flying through the sky under a full moon with the beast of the forest.
And there's a beast.
Sounds like fun. Yep, that's a very black thing. He said, Usopp's like, you're on your own. We'll leave Nami here. Do your best. I'm going back to the ship.
How do we get up there?
There was a gondola.
You're gonna have to climb, baby. A tool maker who is he's sharpening an axe on a wheel that's not spinning. Someone maybe should tell him. That's all I'm saying. Meanwhile, at this viper's nest, oh, maybe he's just taking a nap. She's gonna want your sword.
You have Khonshu.
Haven't heard that. I prefer style.
Your sword, you idiot.
You know? I never thought to give it a name.
Every good sword has a name.
Well, by all means, dear girl, come and take it.
Challenge accepted. Do you hear that sing? Mr. 11. Okay, form. And he does it with some zhuzh. With some pizzazz. Girl, get up. Not bad. Mine.
I'll never touch that sword again.
Not bad.
How did Baroque Works know we were coming?
They didn't.
Damn.
Communications room was trashed.
Yep.
Luffy, we can't wait till morning.
What do you want to do, Luffy?
We get to climbing like in Princess Bride.
You want to climb it?
Either way, we're climbing.
Nami can't make that. None of us can make that.
Sure.
We're gonna have to climb it to get to her. I'll carry you on my back. Are you okay with that?
Period.
It's going to be night soon. It's impossible.
I like that he's asking her consent. It's important.
I'm counting on you, Captain.
Period.
Fine, I'm coming too.
Of course.
And Baroque Works is still out there looking for us, so someone's got to stay.
I'll stay too.
Any place I can
Zoro's
get back to the ship
just
quickly.
In case the witch feeds you to the beast.
It's okay, Usopp. It takes a minute. You know, we're not quite ready to jump into the laughing in the face of danger situation yet, you know? Now, technically, shouldn't Luffy be able to, like, throw his hands up as high as he can and just kind of bungee his way up? Like, that's what I'd do. Sorry to Sanji. I saw a video that showed that the portions of this wall were actually practical. I think that's really cool that they put that much effort into the sets because it just adds a good amount of realism, right, to something that's so fantastical that if they had just left this as, you know, all CGI. The cliffs of insanity! Sorry. For my Princess Bride people, if you know, you know.
Sanji will be fine.
Are you even listening? You should go up there right now.
Zoro, do something else.
Right? Find something to occupy yourself.
Stop asking questions and hovering over me. And do something, because this is not helping.
Let him know, Usopp.
Do the best nicely. I join Dalton on watch.
Everyone's on edge, bro. Your way is by saying that all the woulda, coulda, shouldas. For him, it's snapping at you.
You were supposed to be on your father's ship.
Was she?
As far as he knows, I am.
Princess.
That girl's got beautiful eyes. Look at them.
You are next in line for the throne of Alabasta. But until that time, you're not permitted to hear what happens inside that room.
I mean, she's technically royalty already.
Perhaps I could arrange for a tour of the grounds.
Thanks, pal.
Throw some ice cream afterwards, and we have a deal.
We love a firm negotiator.
Your first treaty.
Cute.
I'm proud.
Bring it, group back.
The audacity to Does that fool not know who he's dealing with? Grave disrespect.
Trip him. Someone trip him quickly.
Out of my way, child! Your Highness! Oh no! Oh, the princess of Alabasta! How unfortunate you are to be the daughter of that worthless...
Straight to the balls, girl.
It's all right. Sorry I bumped into you.
My girl plotting.
Let's go! Get out of my way!
I'm sorry.
You should not have to apologize for whatever that is. And now he's got a devil fruit?
You were magnificent today. Never have I witnessed such an act of bravery. Princess Vivi,
Damn!
watching you today, I already know how you will lead Alabasta when the time comes.
Turning the other proverbial cheek, as they say. Honestly, in that small move, that whole room realized who the idiot was. Because how are you beefing with a kid?
I'm nervous too.
Hence why he's fixing things.
Alabasta, I have been away from home for so long.
Got you thinking. How's my home looking, man?
How do I know that things haven't gotten worse?
You just gotta believe they haven't at this point.
What's happened here hasn't happened to my home as well.
Evie,
Can't think about the what ifs right now.
you can't solve every problem by yourself.
You gotta get by with a little help from your friends.
I just want to do something.
Maybe help these people. They clearly need some direction and leadership.
Look at that.
You helped. Zoro would be right now like, how come you talk to her all nice? That zoom in is crazy. Good job to the effects department. See what happens when you use real effects people and not AI? Don't give up, bro. Right in the eye. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Yay! Let's not do that. Never mind. Oh, God, those are sharp icicles. That's, ow, I heard the crack. With your teeth? With your teeth, bro? That's gangster. That's gangster, Loof. Sanji, that warrants a swoon. It was creepy as hell, but it warrants a swoon. Somebody get this man some ice packs for his hands and some Blistex. Yes, I said ice packs. I understand why she stayed up here. The digs, legendary.
Castle.
He's like the wonder of it all. All right, no more consciousness. Can someone please get them? They're hypothermic. Is this my friend? Hey, Jabba. He's like, excuse me, sir, I have asthma.
Completed my mission. My work here is done.
You do like to choke people with that smoke. Now he can't tell you anything.
Alive. We didn't get any information out of him.
He wasn't going to talk.
He won't talk.
As I
Maybe
said.
this one will.
This poor snail's like, can you put me out of my misery? I don't know how smart Smoker is. He doesn't give Brainiac, but, I'm trying not to be judgmental because the whole bare chest thing. I mean, Zoro is smarter than he looks, and he has his chest out all the time.
Hopefully he's had his fill and will not return. But he isn't the only abomination we're up against.
Our own king, for instance.
He is a cruel man with an insatiable hunger.
It's probably worse now.
He's finally beginning to recover from his reign.
That's
And
recovery.
I hope we can build something new.
And who's gonna lead this nation? You?
I mean, he's doing a decent job, all right, so far.
My aim is not to lead these people.
And yet you are.
You don't always get a choice.
And a good leader just steps up. They don't seek it out, but if it's necessary, you just do it.
I'm more of a sword guy myself.
Couldn't tell by the 3 strapped to your hip. Welcome back. Ooh, a little color to your lips. Looking a little better. Hopefully it's not drugs. Better, it's either mouthwash or Kool-Aid.
Are you hiding?
Of course. That's why you can't see me.
Nailed it.
Are you the one that's been taking care of me?
The pants are a statement.
That'd be me.
Not the belly out.
I am the last and greatest physician on Drum Island.
And clearly a fashion icon.
Treatment's not over yet. Patient still needs...
Further runs of antibiotics and more bed rest.
Right again.
A+ medical student.
Only 2 ways a patient leaves my care, girlie. Fully recovered or dead. You're not going anywhere.
I don't blame her. She's like, I got a reputation to maintain here. Leaving half sick, then people are going to say I messed up.
An infectious tick whose bite infects the victim with virulent bacteria.
Virulent.
We are talking super infection. Myocarditis, arteritis, encephalitis.
All the itises.
Well, unless you were traipsing through some steamy prehistoric jungle with your skin exposed.
I was.
Oh, we admitted that.
A couple of cracked ribs on that one.
He did crack them.
And Luffy?
You know he's fine. He's made of rubber. He just need to thaw out.
Then this old witch tried to cook me in a soup and eat me!
Luffy, why are you yelling?
Right? We're trying to convalesce.
We're about to be eaten!
We are not about to be eaten.
Wouldn't you already be eaten if that was the case? But appreciate you showing off the bod. Look at you.
I gave her antibiotics to reset his ribs. I put you in warm water to prevent hypothermia.
Right? You were kind of frozen.
Okay. Thanks, Grandma.
Everybody hit the gym this season.
I'm not old either. I'll have you know,
Seasoned.
I am not a day over 139.
Baby. A baby.
Actually, I could eat. I feel like I haven't eaten in days.
You haven't.
Because you haven't.
Me too.
You have.
Luffy just noticed him.
What are you?
Don't squeeze him. Yep, I get it though. The impulse just be like, I want to squish you.
What is that?
Maybe you should ask him. But just an idea. Just an idea. All right, guys. That was episode 6. And yes, we are now on Drum Island. We've met another, well, I mean, spoiler alert, future member of the crew, Chopper. And yeah, we kind of got to a little bit of history on the politics on this side of the Grand Line. Some history on Vivi. We see that Drum used to be a very prosperous, medically advanced nation, but, you know, the new king, who is the son of the old king, ascended, and as we can see, he's a glutton in more ways than one. He does not care about anything but his own vanity, his own prosperity. And under his rule, people became more and more oppressed. They lost a lot of their luster. And then when Blackbeard showed up, instead of doing what he could to protect them, he took their most valuable asset, which is their doctors, and he absconded, leaving them to fend for themselves. And as we discovered, unfortunately, the side effect of that was pretty horrible, and they're still recovering from it. And then we did see that he is now working with Baroque Works. Apparently he paid them. That's where a lot of, I think, their money and other things that probably used to make the country much richer have been going. And he wants to pay, you know, collect on all those donations. And so according to Mr. Zero, the payment he receives is a devil fruit. And I'm not going to lie to you, I forgot what his devil fruit power is, but we'll see soon enough. And he wants to go back and claim his kingdom. He wants to be in a position where if Blackbeard should return, he'll be able to fight him on his own effectively, and then go back and of course live in like a king in his big shiny castle. But anyway, we see that our crew arrived at this island, and they only had the one doctor to offer. They're like, she's up there, she doesn't come down because she wanted to protect herself for obvious reasons. And if you want to try to get to her, you got to take the mountain pass. But you know, in that weather and the path that was carved out, it would have taken a very long time. But Nami's condition's quite bad. We see she's feverish for days, not eating, and we all know that that's a recipe for, you know, going for a forever nap. So Luffy and Sanji decided to make that trek with her while the rest stayed below. And I kind of like the little dynamic there of, you know, Usopp, of course, making himself useful, or trying to keep busy, I should say, because he's a nervous wreck, right? Of course, he wasn't going to go up there if there's danger, but he's worried about Nami. They all are. And then there's Zoro, who's not used to doing anything, like, he's not used to feeling helpless, right? He's usually out there doing something physical, and Usopp giving him some very good advice about, like, just find something to do, right? You're just going to sit here and worry if you don't. And of course, giving some advice to Vivi as well, who understandably had seen the state of this place that she once knew to be this beautiful, seemingly endlessly prosperous place fall into this state. She's now worried about Alabasta, which of course they had to take a detour again before going back there. So all understandable that she's got these concerns, but Usopp gave her some great advice as well. Like, girl, you're not going to be able to do it on your own anyway. So you just got to trust that whoever's back in Alabasta is doing their best to keep it together until you get back. There's nothing else you can do. So yeah, Usopp I like that, when he's not freaking out about, impending danger, he's actually incredibly grounded. And it's kind of a side note because between last episode and this one, we're seeing a lot of maturity come from Usopp, a lot of depth and layers to him. And I think that's important because from what I remember in the anime, Usopp's kind of more of comedic relief, right? He's kind of all over the place, the big gestures, the yelling, the screaming, right? He's that type of character. And, that's fine in a show, in an anime like One Piece, you need a character who's kind of like that person. But since we've translated this to this medium, I like that they're giving more facets to him. And, back in season 1, we found out that he unfortunately lost his mom at a young age. She was sick for most of his life, and he really had to fend for himself and take care of her from a very young age. And, the over-the-topness with his stories and the vivid imagination, those were coping mechanisms that he developed in order to deal with the hardness of his life. But the converse side of that is that he would be very mature for his age. He would have learned some very hard lessons about the world and just how heavy and tense life can be because of what happened with his mom. And also he probably understands what it is to feel helpless when someone is sick for a long period of time because of what happened with his mom. So I kind of like that they're showing that Usopp is more than just the guy who's always scared of everything. He does actually offer this kind of groundedness that I think the team needs at times, because Nami is the other person who does it as well, but his comes from a kind of a different place, even though they're very similar in that both him and Nami had to grow up fast, right? So understandably, they're kind of the grounding force of the crew. And anyway, we see that, Zoro went off, helped with security, got some information about how things are going there, and pointing out the fact that this captain of the guard might end up being the new king because he is effectively leading these people, even though that wasn't his intention. But as I said in the episode, all good leaders don't seek out leadership. They typically end up into it because they just step up when necessary. And the people clearly trust him and like him. So, if the king is disposed, I think he might be a good candidate to take over in the meantime. But anyway, outside of that, we see that we finally got to the top of the mountain here. Nami has been looked at. We met Dr. Reen, who actually I do remember that I liked her quite a bit. And of course, we met Chopper, and I think he looks great for the record. I saw it already, it's been all over the internet. You could not miss all the spoilers of Chopper, but a lot of concerns before the season started of how he was going to show up because, he's not a real creature. So whenever you got to mix in effects and CGI, you have to wonder how good it's going to look, especially these days when a lot of studios are cutting back on those things. But I have to say, I think it looks great. Obviously, it's not real. You can see a little bit of the gloss that, lets you know that this is not, a real thing, but it doesn't look cheesy. It doesn't look over the top. It very much looks like what I would expect Chopper to look like if he was more tangible. So kudos to the effects department. I like it a lot. Also the voice actor, very cute voice, loving that part. Can't wait to see what happens when they first see the shift with Chopper, because even though they did see it already, they obviously don't remember. But yeah, not too much with this episode outside of, like I said, just kind of giving us a lay of the land as far as what's going on with the crew, giving us that very valuable backstory on Vivi as well, like the backstory of how she accepted quite literally that slap from that idiot king, and then how that translated into her knowing that she had to be humble when they showed up at the village and asking for help instead of coming in with her royal attitude. She instead was like, nah, we gotta drop formalities, drop our egos, and actually beg for help. So again, just showing that she's got great leadership skills and that she will in fact make a good queen someday. But on the other side of things, we had a little bit of Smoker, and I can't remember the name of his swords person, but either way, they got to one of the communication stations and they found out that Baroque Works in fact was there. Of course, they thought they were running a fool's errand, but we know that Luffy's grandfather did not just send them there just for the sake of avoiding the Going Merry, but because there really is a Baroque Works problem. So anyway, we see that we got to see, why can't I remember her name? We got a chance to see our little swords girl actually fight. Like the last time we saw her with Zoro, I feel like she didn't really get a chance to show off her skill. This fight was a little bit better. I love the choreography of it, particularly with the Baroque Works guy, but it was good to see her kind of get in there and show a little bit more of her skill this time. She's got her hands on a sword now, so it'll be interesting to see how many of them she collects by the time she gets back to Zoro. But the point is now Smoker is aware of the fact that there is something going on, that Baroque Works is looking for something. He says he knows what it is. We'll have to see if he's correct on that one. But I think the only thing that kind of was annoying with this was how he immediately thought the Straw Hats were the ones who went to the communication station. Because I'm like, bro, what makes you think if Zoro was there with all 3 swords and he didn't kill a single one of your naval officers when he was there, why would he do that now? Why would he come here? And I'm glad that she asked the question of why would they come all the way out of the way to this little communication station just to take out these people so viciously? That makes zero sense. And they don't need to do it this way either, right? There's so many ways they could have taken them out outside of this. So hopefully he'll start to listen to her, and I'm glad that she's using a bit of critical thinking. But yeah, we'll see how much they're onto. Maybe they'll figure out the fact that they're looking for someone, not something. But will they put it 2 and 2 together with the Vivi? I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but we'll have to see. But yeah, it was a cute episode. Otherwise, like I said, not a ton to talk about in this one because it really was more about, you know, pushing our plot along as far as where our characters are at. But I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.